Right, most of you guys have seen my R500, and I had a little problem with this. The touchpad was not working, so I did a bit of a modification. I had a mouse pad lying around, so I opened it up. I decided to fix it. Now you are looking at the first touchpad that has a number screen, so just to show you if it works. So it's running Windows, got a password on. Several methods in getting a new touchpad, it wasn't working, so I had to resort to this. It works in some fun ways, and it lets me use a mouse without having to I know you could buy these parts, but when I tried installing another part, it wasn't working, and I tried 3 times, so I know there was something wrong with the motherboard. So I've changed the motherboard, so you can see I'm running Windows 7 there, and you can see if I move my finger, you can see I'm moving the mouse. So it's been fully integrated into this joypad, the touch palm rest. So it's giving me all the functionality I need without resorting to selling or forgetting about this notebook. And the nice thing about it, guys, is if I show you my finger, you could see I do have full control. Now this saved me a lot of hassle. I looked at replacing the touchpad, but I bought one from eBay, I tried it, it wasn't working. I bought another one, it wasn't working. So I presume there's something wrong with the motherboard, which is not allowing me to set the ribbon connections. But this was my final result. As you can see, it's very flat. It's over the... I actually had to remove the touchpad in order to insert this back in. But if you want to see how thin it is, you can see, you can hardly see it there. That's how deep I had to put it in. And I think it saved me a lot of hassle, guys. Stop me going in and throwing this, or not throwing it, but basically reselling this laptop. And I really do like this laptop because it's still got pretty good battery life. The only downside was the DVD writer failed and the 2 USBs weren't working. So at the moment I've got 2 USBs and I've got no DVD rewriter. I had to take that out. It wasn't working for me. So you could say this is a Toshiba crap top, but it's not crap. It's pretty good, especially when you're looking outside using it in the sunlight. You could still see the screen, and it saves all the energy, so you could see all the screen and you don't have to change the battery. It gives me about 3 hours battery life anyway. So I hope you like my modification, and I know some of you viewers would be saying, why don't you just replace the touchpad? But the flipping reason I told you why I can't do it, it's not possible. The motherboard's got something that's faulty with the controller, so I'm not able to do that. And without going and spending £100 or something on a motherboard, this was the next best resort. And besides that little cable that's sticking out, I could easily solder that into the USB ports, and I won't see that cable again. So it's a really good laptop, and I kind of like the black finish on the touchpad. It's also got a numpad, but I had to disable the numpad because it was having a problem with it. Now I want to show you what that looks like. I've got another one, So I'll just show you what it looks like. For those who are curious, this is what that is. As you can see, it's very thin, practically invisible, and that's what it contains. So it's got this big long cable with it and a USB. You can plug that in, and this was inside a touchpad box. You could get them from Apple quite cheap. I disassembled it and I got this bit out. Now, if any of your touchpads fail and you can't find the right part or it's not working, this is the better solution. It saves you a lot of hassle of trying to use an external mouse, because an external mouse, it takes up space. With this, it doesn't take up space. And just to show you, you can see how thin that is. Yes, obviously I did get one crack in the system because I was cutting away the bits, but it's very fragile, this plastic. So apart from that little bit of a snag and that little bit there, it fits very good. It fits like really good. I mean, if you look at it now, you can't really tell that was not there and meant to be in there, unless you've seen it before and you will know. But from what I can see, my Toshiba R500 lives on and is usable on my lap without having to get a desk and a mouse which is external. So it has saved me a lot of bother and also made it more usable. And at the end of the day, when you use a laptop, you want it to be usable. You don't want to go out and get another mouse and connect that in and then you're looking for batteries. With this, I've got it all sorted. So I hope you like my little modification to my Toshiba R500. Even though I admit I could have done it a bit more better, it still looks and does the job. And that's what, at the end of the day, that's all you want a laptop to do its job. And from what you could see, it's still not a bad job. But the plastics on these laptops are very fragile, guys. If you just drop one, they crack. They're not meant to. These plastics are so thin for a reason of being light. But because they're so light, that makes them fragile. So they are not built to last as the way you would like them to. They're built to be lightweight and portable. And you have to look well after these things. The most common failure with this laptop is the DVD drive, which it failed, so I had to take that out. I tried cleaning the lens, still not working. I tried changing the ribbon, still not working. So in the end, I had to resort to removing the DVD rewrite drive, which was great because it gave me more room to hide the cable. And also, in the future, I intend to put a secondary hard drive in place of the DVD rewriter. So that's a project for the future, guys. But I hope you enjoyed my video on the Toshiba R500 with the modified touchpad. But that should help out any guys who finds they can't get their touchpad to work. And if you want to know where I got the touchpad from and how to do it, please do drop me an email. And if you like my videos, do subscribe. That'll be helpful. Thanks.